Welcome to the VJ stand here at Electronica. I'm joined by Ron Lindell. Nice to see you again, Ron.
Pleasure to meet you again.
Okay. So, quite a lot of change here at VJ this week because the two machines that you've got on the booth are both actually significantly changed from what they were previously.
That is correct. We're displaying at this particular show our newest component counter, X-ray based component counter. Clearly one of the fastest in the industry. That's what everybody's looking for, is speed improvements.
Yep.
So we'll demonstrate that to you in a little bit. We've also redone our rework line. The Summit series is an industry brand. Everybody knows it, but we've made significant improvements across it with our new I series. Much better control of temperature, more capabilities available to our users from a quality perspective and throughput perspective. So there's a lot of new stuff here going on and to talk about.
Right, let's start off with the XQuik III.
Yes.
You said you got a big speed improvement in it.
Huge speed improvement. The technology has changed. We're using digital flat panels instead of linear array detectors.
Okay.
People that don't understand that, it's more like a digital camera. One snapshot gets everything.
Yep.
So, and it's exceptionally simple to use. You'll notice that there's templates in the machine. The machine can inspect 4 reels, 7-inch reels at a time, or count them, or a larger reel up to 17 inches.
Yep.
It's as simple as placing the reel in. You hit a scan button, the door closes, that X-ray light will turn on, and in 9 seconds that door is going to open up and we're going to have a count of the components. You'll see now we've counted the components. We've got 1,499. You'll notice that there's some color coding up there, and the reason that we've color coded is sometimes when the reels wrap, the spacing between components are not always the same. So you'll see that that looks like one contiguous component, but the machine and its smart algorithms knows that it's really 3. It knows that that's really 2. And we put that up there just so customers get a confidence factor that we've counted it right.
Right, and the reason it's kind of put it into these boxes is because the contrast between the tape covering and the component is not distinct enough to be able to make it.
Yeah, there's not enough distinction there. It looks like it might be one component, but the way we analyze in the strength of the algorithms looks at it in several different ways, and it is able to identify that that's not a single component. It's not a bad component, that happens to be stuck on that reel. So it's the only value to the color code is it lets that customer know we really did count that reel correctly.
Okay.
So, and then their normal view is going to be more. That's what they're going to see.
Yep.
All of this data, the captured data, the board, the counts, maybe even the store's location. All that information is saved, automatically sent out to a customer's EMS system, so that they've got that into their system instantly, no need to re-enter data. It's an exceptionally valuable tool, and it's one of the hot things in the electronics market today.
You've been selling a lot of them, and they presumably all go goods inward, where they inspect the goods and it goes straight into inventory.
Yeah, some of people are using it as from incoming. Most are using it after it's come back off the production floor, so they're counting it. They're going to put it back into the storage or their storage tower, because we can integrate the system directly into storage towers. Yep. And we all know that that's the move that's coming. Everybody's going to have automated storage towers, and the ability to integrate and not take up a lot of floor space is another plus for the XQuik III.
Absolutely. And you've also got an example, I believe, you use with a robotic loader as well.
Yes. We've integrated our XQuik II series with a robot automation. We've got an automation scheme for this that is robotic-like. It's robotic motions, but not the typical what you would expect to see as a robot. So we can provide that automation package as well, so it's a truly hands-off operation.
Right, okay. So let's take a walk across now and take a look at the rework system.
Okay.
So over here, Ron, we've got the Summit 1800i. What does the I stand for?
Improved. So, the Summit series is an industry name. Everybody understands the Summit Rework series. It's had number one market share for a number of years. And we're certainly not going to walk away from that brand. But the technology in the 1800, the original Summit series, the 1800, the LXI, the 2200, had gotten a little long in the tooth. So late last year, we did a major revamp to the product, go from the analog controls to digital controls, several improvements in user interface. And with that comes a different level of performance. If you think of analog versus digital, you know how much more control and precise we can be in controlling temperature. The rework is not a new science, but if you look at device packages coming and what people are asking us to do in the rework process, even though no one wants to rework, everybody has to rework. It needs much more precision in the control and the airflow. Devices are more sensitive. Devices are much larger. People are now placing 120 by 120. The industry is putting more on. A lot of it driven by telecommunications, 5G network boards. So the I-Series gives us a capability to meet the demands of what customers are facing today.
Right. So you're getting a lot more tighter control through the digital interface, easier to program, and presumably obviously capturing all that data digitally now.
Yes. So, we're convection heat. We believe in hot air. We think it's more controllable. We can turn it on faster. We can get to reflow temperature faster, and we can cool it under control. It's not like, the ceramic infrared heating, where I've heated a zone up. There are some advantages to having zone heating, but my ramp up and my cool down are much longer extended periods of time. The other beauty of what we've done with this Summit series is the auto profile development. Customers no longer have to worry about, do I have the right profile? Given what we know about the board and what we know about the devices on the board, we create that for them automatically. So our goal is to give the best performance with the least amount of requirement from the end user at a very competitive price.
And it's certainly a big change from the older Summits that I remember. It's all, not just digitally controlled, but electronically controlled. Everything is very smooth.
It's a nicely packaged machine. The guys, our engineering group, product management group, they've done a nice job.
Well, Ron, I want to thank you for sharing that with us today, and of course the X-ray counter as well. And we wish you the best of luck.
Okay. Glad to see you again.
Yeah.